Let's see if you can tell what's wrong with this picture. The chick from Planet Attitude is my sister.
Oh, what's this? Oh, thank God.
In my last vid, I talked about Reanimated, which is the shitty TV movie that ultimately spawned this. And you can watch that video here, but you don't have to. Surprisingly, the show and movie are very different. Like some of the actors that changed skin color and how some of the characters forgot some things that happened in the movie, but that doesn't matter. No one really ever cares about continuity when it's a television show. A real major change is they got an entirely different crew aside from the two main writers. This also means they got new animators. This is evident because the animated characters went from this to, well, this.
My eyes! My eyes!
They look so god-awful and deformed. They look like they're about to turn evil any minute. Well, Out of Jimmy's Head is a show on the Fried Dynamite TV block about a kid named Jimmy who can see cartoon characters. And it's just the shenanigans that happen while he is in school. Also, they tell you in the intro that a character named Sonny wants Jimmy's brain, but that almost never happens. Most of the times, this mad scientist is doing other shenanigans than actually trying to steal his brain. If you want context to why the plot is like this, then watch this review, because I do not want to go through that again. The creators for Out of Jimmy's Head are Adam Pava and Timothy McKeon. You might have seen their names as writers on Box Trolls, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Wander Over Yonder, and Gravity Falls, all of which are pretty good shows. But they have also done some not so good shows like Fish Hooks and My Gym Partner's a Monkey. Strange enough is that Out of Jimmy's Head was an idea that the two writers were trying to get off the ground for a while. Cartoon Network picked it up because the network executives thought it'd be a good way to start off their line of live-action shows. Mainly because Out of Jimmy's Head blended both live-action and animated characters. Well, some will tell you that Out of Jimmy's Head is the first live-action show on Cartoon Network, and it's not. A puppet show called Big Bag was. However, the first live-action show with people was Out of Jimmy's Head. Out of Jimmy's Head was also the first show on Cartoon Network to use a laugh track, which they do not use sparingly.
I don't get your dad's talent show. If it's supposed to make everyone feel special, then why is it a competition?
You're jealous because you don't have a talent.
Oh, and you do?
Oh, check it out. Oh.
I wish I was dead. Hey.
The show is infamously bad for many things. Since it came out in 2007, it was hit by the writer's strike, and boy does it show. Each episode feels like a ripoff of some Disney Channel show, with plots about best friends splitting up.
Dude, you're the lame one. You should buy yourself a season pass to Lame-O Land.
Funny enough, one of the writers did end up writing for Disney XD. While the show is pretty formulaic and boring, that doesn't mean it isn't fucking weird as hell. Like, all of a sudden there's a werewolf character out of nowhere with no explanation. And there are also strange subplots, like a dad hijacking a goddamn space shuttle to prove a point, and trying to convince the school principal that she is shrinking. Something I haven't really mentioned is how cheap the show is. Yeah, the writers were probably fired at one point and then rehired out of desperation, but look at the quality and the camera and the color. Everything has this dark color and gloominess to it. Even when the episode is supposed to be bright and colorful, it looks like this. Look at this scene. They fucking CG'd the ketchup. Ketchup cost $2.50. How low does your budget have to be to the point nobody has $2.50 between them? There's also this scene which I think was supposed to be a 3D effect. Yeah, there's a lot of strange things you can find in this show if you pay attention. Like Ubi makes a cameo. You remember Ubi? I think I was the only one that ever watched that as a kid. Yeah. Did you know Ubi has a wiki? That's not really relevant to this video, I just think that's so interesting that, you know, there's a dedicated fan base to Ubi. I guess I should also mention that you should not go on to the Out of Jimmy's Head wikia. It's full of a lot of misinformation, like articles about Reanimated 2 and... what? Reanimated 3? Two movies that never existed and for good reason. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. But everything I've kind of told you so far is really just the surface of how bad it is. This show, along with other live-action shows made by Cartoon Network, eventually led to the CEO being fired. And now, Cartoon Network wants to forget about this embarrassing time. And what I mean about forgetting is that Cartoon Network has made this show lost. You can't really find it anywhere.
Meet Jimmy Roberts. He was hit by a train, so he got a brain transplant where he received the brain of America's greatest cartoonist. Now he can see and talk to cartoons. Sonny is the son of America's greatest cartoonist, and he's jealous that Jimmy got his dad's brain. So he's out to get the brain for himself. Jimmy's mom is an astronaut. She brought Jimmy's adopted alien sister Yancy home from outer space. Yeah, she's green. For Jimmy Roberts, living a crazy life is a no-brainer.
The funny thing is that Out of Jimmy's Head is lost mainly due to the fact it is so bad. That's not necessarily uncommon, like with The Day the Clown Cried. And if you don't know what that is, well, it's a Jerry Lewis film that when finished, it was never released and only given very few private showings, all because Jerry Lewis is embarrassed about it. Who knows, I might do a video about it in the future since the subject is pretty interesting. So yes, some media is lost because it is bad, but usually there's another reason to go along with it. However, Out of Jimmy's Head was critically hated and regular Cartoon Network fans despised it. So after one season, it was never aired on TV again. My favorite review is from a writer from the New York Times who spent 3 paragraphs complaining about the main character's hair. However, it isn't completely lost. If you live in the UK, you can get a DVD that contains the first 3 episodes, and nothing else. No special features, no ads, nothing but the episodes. So, depending on who you are, this is the greatest or the worst DVD you can purchase. What's strange is that the credits in the DVD are in Italian and English, and I don't really know why. Another special DVD was also given to the public, and was given a very limited release. These images were from an old eBay listing. Well, this special DVD was actually made to see if Out of Jimmy's Head could get an Emmy. Honestly, the idea that the show could even get an Emmy is funnier than the show itself. But why am I talking about this other DVD? Well, it contained a 4th episode, and this 4th episode was actually probably their best. But that isn't saying much. There is something about a grown man falling in love with another grown man via cardboard robot that is just beautiful.
Before we go, there's something I've always wanted to say to my father. You, but never had the guts. I love you. Backspace, 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 backspace.
Oh, there. I love you too. Now, who wants to go camping this weekend and do some whitewater rafting, huh?
That is the only entertaining scene. The rest is garbage. Cartoon Network didn't really like the show so much that they only released 4 episodes. 20 were made, but only 4 were released. That's madness. The amount of money wasted, no wonder the CEO got fired. However, just because the network didn't release it, that doesn't stop pirates, because on one site 13 episodes were found. There's just one problem. It's fucking Romanian dubbed. Like, who the fuck speaks Romanian? The Romans are fucking extinct. So yeah, unless you're one of the 24 million people that speak Romanian, we might not really know what's going on in this scene. You can try to guess what's going on in some of these episodes, but everything is so weird in this show. So good luck trying to figure out what's going on. So while 4 episodes are found intact and 13 have been found Romanian dubbed, that leaves 3 episodes we don't really know that much about. And where are these 3 episodes? Well, it's possible that it's on some site ready for someone to find. Or maybe some producer or writer has a copy. However, you can't rule out that Cartoon Network erased all copies of the episode. Cartoon Network worked really hard to forget about the live-action stuff Stu Snyder brought into the network, and they kind of wiped their hands clean of it. So yeah, Out of Jimmy's Head is 1 out of 10. Wouldn't really recommend it, but if you do want to watch it, good luck getting a DVD because you can really only find it available in foreign markets.
Hi, I'm Tinashe, and I play Robin on Out of Jimmy's Head.
Actor.
Robin knows that Jimmy can see these animated characters.
Those things aren't ghosts, they're cartoons.
That's why only you can see them. Robin's relationship with Craig is really funny. If anyone asks, you're not my brother. I think kids will really like Robin because she's just a really fun, happy character.
For more from the cast, go to
OutofJimmy'sHead.com.
Out of Jimmy's Head. New episodes Friday at 7 in Fried Dynamite.